Crypto fans, how are you? Thanks for stopping in. Got a lot of things going, but first off, before I say anything about crypto, I just want to let you know this is not financial advice. This is for educational purposes only. Need to get that out of the way. Eventually, I'll start talking about certain cryptos that I love, and I might get out of control. So just know it's not financial advice. All right. So what's on the docket today? Gotta love it. So this is Gary Gensler, and if you don't know, he's the chairman of the SEC, and he's got a lot to say, and he's actually a super smart guy. I'm not a big fan of his positions, but he did a MIT thing on blockchain about 4 years ago that was, it was really good. So go check it out if you want. You can kind of get it. This guy's smart. I think if he wasn't thrown into this pile of crap at the end of 2020 that that the last chairman left him, which was pitiful, he might have a different position than he does today. However, once you get that job, you got to toe the company line, right? And then you have to, in this case, the SEC line. So, and there's some things that he says are really valid here. So let's go over a couple of them. He said, right now, we just don't have enough investor protection in crypto. And frankly, at the time, it's more like the wild, wild west. Well, I think so. There's a lot of truth to that. There are so many pump and dump scam crypto, it's just a way out of control on that side of things. So I think that some regulation could help keep the riffraff out of crypto. We have an amazing industry here, and it's not fair for these scammers to come in and do what they do. So, but let me show you one of the greatest, and he's right. So, and that's, he goes on, he said the asset class is rife with fraud, scam, and abuse in certain applications. Yeah, I agree. Well, this is my favorite statement of all of this right here. He elaborated, there's a great deal of hype and spin about how crypto assets work. In many cases, investors aren't able to get rigorous, balanced, and complete information. Well, that's funny, Gary. That's what I was thinking about the SEC in its standpoint on whether something is a security or a digital currency. So anyway, I just had to say that. I'm an XRP fan. So here's where it gets good. This is the Commodities Future and Trading Commission. His name is Brian Quintens. I don't want to mispronounce his name. I think he could win in a backyard fight over Gary Gensler. But anyway, you're going to see they might get in a backyard fight right here, because he said, just so we're clear, oh gosh, I love this. Just so we're clear, the SEC has no authority over pure commodities on their trading venues, whether those commodities are wheat, gold, oil, or crypto assets. He's saying, stay out of my backyard. Ooh. Now, I think Ripple can use that in their case. That's just my own personal opinion. And for those of you who aren't really into the Ripple case, basically the SEC is suing Ripple for $1.3 billion. And it's so cloudy today, they're saying that it should have been clear in 2013 that you shouldn't have sold XRP for all that money. Well, there's so many holes in that case, it's just like a bucket that won't hold water. But, basically what you have is the CFTC saying, you guys can't even make any sort of ruling because this is ours. You don't have regulatory authority, I guess is the better way to put it. All right. So love this. I want to see these guys get in a backyard fight. And I think Ripple attorneys can use that in their case as another reason why it's unclear, because you also have the two commissioners that work for the SEC say it was unclear, and that was just about 2 weeks ago, right? So just love it. Okay, on to the next. Brad Garlinghouse. Here's what he says about, this is brutal. So in 2018, Bill Hinman said Ethereum isn't a security, and Jay Clayton agreed. So they both said Ethereum isn't a security. But then when it sounds like what Hinman said in his deposition or in a written statement was that that no determination was made on Ethereum. Wow. That is amazing. These guys talk out of both sides of their mouth, and it's annoying. I know we're used to that in government a little bit, and I won't get political, but it just bothers me. All right. So, on to this. I'm big on this whole Google advertising change, right? So they came out, Google said, and this was back in June, they said, hey, as we look forward to August 3rd, things are going to change. Before they had banned crypto advertising, but they were bringing it back. They allowed exchanges in the US and Japan, but they had pretty much banned it everywhere else in the world. And as far as crypto wallets, but then they said, all right, all bets are off on July 8th. And then I'll bring up this right here. This is July 8th right here. They had to go out and they had everybody. Global reset. You have to go out and reapply. Didn't matter whether you're certified. Didn't matter if it was US, Japan, anywhere across the world, you had to reapply. And if you didn't meet these conditions right here, then no go. Not going to be able to advertise. Well, I personally think that crypto advertising is going to change the game. I believe if you look at the statistics on the 18 to 34 year olds, Gen Z, right? So that is unbelievable, the adoption rate right now that they have, but also everyone else, right? Even our Gen Xers did pretty well. In a survey from 2017 to 2020, the Gen Xers growth rate in that period of time was only 2 percentage points off the growth rate of Gen Z. So it's really interesting, and they knocked it out of the park. But so everybody's interested in crypto, but the more you advertise to them, the more you get, especially in the US, right? The more people become aware about where they can go to get better understanding. And that's actually what motivated me to do this channel, was I wanted to help usher people in and tell them, hey, put the brakes on first. If you fall in love with crypto, great. Don't just go unload the bank account. Don't spend any money, right? Just fall in love with it and throw yourself into research. So start looking at everybody on the internet and figure out, all the smart ways to go about not spending money in bad areas. All right. And I'll get off my soapbox a little bit there. But basically, this is what I call the regulation before the regulation. They're saying that you're going to have to comply. And look at what they did. FinCEN, Financial Crimes Enforcement Network is what that stands for. You need to register as a money services business, or you need to have some sort of banking entity inside the United States, and you need to also comply with the other local regulations. So many other things that I could go over here. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. If you can, obviously, I'm a new channel. Would love to see you subscribe and follow. I've got some other. I go by Crypto Max, so you can find me on TikTok and Twitter and Instagram. But appreciate you stopping by. Like, subscribe, follow. I'll be back tomorrow.